Getting things lined up here. Cory Texter's pulling his front wheel up to the line. And last up to the line will be the number 26X of Hudson Waters on that blue PW. Looks like the number 41 of Jean West is ready to go. Ready to see that green light go. She's cranking throttle on that PW, and the night is getting ready to start. And Cruz gets a great jump off the line, looks over, gets a little run on Cato into the first turn. Cato's got the high line, see if he can carry momentum, but it looks like Cruz is going to drift up, try to keep a run down the straight. Cato's got a little bit down the back straight. Cruz is going to try to drive into turn 3 as hard as he can. He does get a little bit of gap over Cato. Can he hold the line, or is Cato going to try to run a high line around the outside? Cato seems to have this high line working well. The question is, can Cruz keep closing the door so he has no room to make a move? One lap in the books, down the back straightaway. Cato's trying to go around the top side. Cruz has a low line. Cruz holding it tight. Cato's going to have to keep that momentum around the top side. Looks like he's got a good run off of turn 4. Cato comes across the line with the lead. Now it's time for Cruz to do work, see if he can find a way. All while this has happened, Mendiola is creeping up to join the party. Mendiola tucked back in that third spot. He is closing ground on Cory Texter as Cato tries to put some space in between him and the number 26. Cato coming around down the front straight, gapping ever so much. Mendiola tucked in. Mendiola's got a horse underneath him, putting a run at Texter on that 26. Texter's going to have to pick up the pace a little bit to work his way back up to the back door of Cato. Right now, it's a one-man show out front with William Cato Jr. Cory Texter and Mendiola got a battle going on. They're picking up where they left off in Harpster. Mendiola's going to try to go around the outside with that white helmet, all white bike. They are young guns getting ready to do battle. Texter holds that bottom line. He's not going to let it go easy. Mendiola has some momentum around the outside. Going to make a run down the back straight. Texter slaps the tank, needs a little more ponies out of that CRF. Mendiola keeps it on. Now the question is, can Mendiola track down and chase down the 35 of Cato? He's got some momentum, and he's just got to keep it coming. Cato coming up on some lappers, getting ready to put, looks like the West, Jean West down lap. These guys have some momentum going. Mendiola closing the gap ever so slightly as they come across the start-finish line. Cato has found his groove, seems to be tucked in and not letting Mendiola close up any gap. First, second, and third is all about the same distance from one another. The 26X of Waters is getting ready to go lap down, but he's making that PW spin. Those PWs still don't quite have the power of the CRFs, but they're out there having a good time mixing up with the fastest riders in the country. Mendiola rounds turn 4, trying to chase down Cato. There's just no real estate to be made up at this time. Cato come around, looks like he's going to take the white flag to slap around. There's a little time left for Mendiola, but there's not most likely going to be enough to get it done. Texter is selling into third place. So around here, looks like Cato, Mendiola, and Texter. The way it stands right now, the checker flag's getting ready to come out. And I think we have your first podium of the night in the form of number 35. William Cato Jr., the 66 of Cooper Mendiola, and the 26 of Cory Texter, rounding out your top 3 in that 50cc chain class. Excuse me, 50cc air-cooled class. We'll be bringing in the top 3 to the podium to get their trophies. And we have Caitlin here is going to be interviewing the winner to get the lowdown of how they got it done today.